Introduction: the dragon tried to escape into the storm. Behind the dark clouds flashed lightning. Huichol grabbed the fragile card. He would have disappeared if he had crossed the mountain. Tenryu escaped the palace undetected. And a hidden cave nearby. But her thief wasn't as dark as she thought, his dark eyes still trailing down. The giant dragon on the mountain was bright golden yellow like the desert sky. His brown eyes clouded over as he saw the reflection of silver wings through the clouds. When he turned his tail, the other two dragons followed him into the sky and into the storm. A scream rang out from the mountain as the claws grabbed the moon-yellow ice dragon. "Shut your mouth," said the waiting dragon, as the warrior threw Huichol, soaking wet, into the lake in front of him. He was out of breath and ready to attack. Fast! The soldier takes the chain from the pile of coal, dropped into the ice dragon's saliva, the jaw clenched as the scales fell. Habitu shouted. "It's been a long time." The sand dragon's tongue went in and out of its mouth. "Ice dragon, don't use your cold death spirit on us. Bring yourself here." "Burn queen," said the soldier when he gave her the dragon egg. Her eye. "It's not a snow egg," he whispers. Stealing the castle from skiing, Icewing glared at him. A billowing smoke boiled around his bird where the hot tips met the silver scale. "You think you haven't gone in front of anyone, have you?" Burn said. "My skiving ally is no fool. Queen Scarlet knows everything that happens in her kingdom. Her desires have been reported and frozen in secret, so I decide you're my lazy one. Some people can take violence. We'll add to the tour." Burn holds the big egg. "Turn on the heat and turn gently." Beneath the smooth surface, red and gold glow. "Yeah, it's a Skywing egg that's about to hatch," Burn said. "Why did my brother send you to steal Skywing's dragon?" Blaze hates him more than any young and beautiful dragon. For a moment it seemed to him that the water was flowing from the street around him. "If tomorrow night will be brighter." His tail rose like a scorpion, with poisonous spikes thumbs from the eyes of Havitula. "Aren't you part of Blacius' army? You're one of those cute underground pacifists." "The keys of peace?" said one of the soldiers. "So you say they are true?" He burst into flames. A few maggots cried at the slightest bit of blood. "Take off the chains. He won't last us until his scales cool off." The great sand dragon leaned closer and the soldier tore off the chains. "Tell me, Ice Dragon, do you believe in the great prophecy of the old nightingale? Didn't enough snakes die in your war?" He looked at the offering. The pain in his throat was pleasurable. "Pyria suffered all for 12 years. The prophecy says, I don't care. There is no prophecy that determines what will happen to me. Bum. I don't mince words, and the baby dragons don't choose when I die or what I bow down to. We can have peace when my sisters are dead and I'm queen of the sand." A poisonous tail lurked around the silver dragon. It was raining. He looked at her. "Like it or not, the dragons are coming and they will choose who will be the next Sandwing queen." "Is that true?" He returned the burnt one and slowly turned the egg between his hands. His tongue slipped and his smile disappeared. "Yes, Icewing. Is that egg part of your sad prophecy?" "It turns out, he's gone yet." I struck a slight burn in the egg with one long fingernail. "Hello," he called. "Is there a dragon of fate? Ready to come out and end this big bad fight?" "I just want to leave," he says, moving. "Tell me," said Bum, "what will become of your precious prophecy? If one of the 5 dragons is never banished?" "Don't want to," he said. "A witch's egg harms no one." Blue eyes were fixed desperately on his coil. "Wings ain't no heaven, unless to help the world," said Bum. "What a sad story." He started moving the egg from one basket to the other. "I guess you don't have to be very careful when you wear this little important little." With an inflated lung, Yor pretended to slide an egg through his claws. And then fell into the rocks below in the darkness. "No!" Vitor cried. He threw away the 2 soldiers and threw himself to the bank. He closed the big hole with his claws and burned his neck. "It's great," he said, smiling. "It's a bit of a tragic reaction." "You're a monster," Ice breathed at him. It was a sound of despair. "We will not stop. The dragons will come and stop this war." His knight Bum Pobsane, "Even if you do, it's too late for you." He tore the laurel's wings with his claws. Vitor crouched and kneed, weak, and put the poison from his tail into her head. He rubbed the body of his Nev, his Giat Txna. The ice dragon's scream died down long before its spear rang through the rocks beneath. Sandwing's brown eyes stared at the soldiers. "Do it," he said. "This will be the last time I hear this crazy prediction." He reached out to spill the dragon's blood. "Let's find something else to kill." The 3 dragons spread their wings and flew into the darkness. Soon, far below, a large rusty dragon crawled through the rocks into the ice with its body torn apart. It threw its tail out and dragged a piece of egg under it. Then return to the labyrinth of caves under the mountains. The stone walls have been cut into haste. He entered through the dark regions of fire and headed into the depths of Tartarus. I stand with the talons of peace, cried he in the shadow. Are you holy? The red dragon replied. We are waiting for the wings of fire. A blue-green algae came from the side of the cave and threw an egg at his feet. Not that it will benefit us now, he said. Your death is imminent. I saw the egg vanish. Ma Skywing egg, broken, he said. Bye, it's over, Web. It is not, he said. Tomorrow is the brightest night. The 3 moons in 100 years will be full. Tomorrow the dragon's prophecy will come true. Come on, one of them is already dead, said the kestrel. Anger flickered in his eyes. I know he stole the Skywing egg. I know the kingdom of heaven. They don't want to take me again. Webba bent down, his jaw clenched. Asha is dead. Asha? Lit from the nose of the people. Hello? He was captured in a battle between Blaze and Blister's forces on the way here. He did it again with the purple mudwing egg, but died shortly after. So it's just you, me and Dun to pick up the little bugs, growled Kestrel. As a prophet that could never come. Let's break the eggs of the damned now and let's do it. We'll be long gone before the dragons of peace return to their heels. Not this. The filter is whistling. It's more about keeping the dragon alive for the next 8 years than anything. Unless you want to be a part of it. Well, it is enough to say. A community of the gods. I'm the strongest dragon in the peace talons. I want to. I don't need to feel the evil dragon. He looked down at the egg and rubbed his scarred wrist. I think it might be a Skywing. I'll take our 5th dragon. The net pulled him, the scales on the stones. I will not return to the Aegean realm, there is no point, he said. Now he is the boss. Then I will lay my eggs somewhere else, he said solemnly. Rainwings don't even count eggs. I can collect eggs from the forest without anyone noticing. Kestrel trembled. Every sentence is terrible. Rainwings are sad creatures. Nothing like Skywings. Something to do, Webbs said. He smirked, letting his tail stretch across the floor. In 8 years, the Wheel of Peace will come looking for 5 dragons. The prophecy says 5. And they will be, whatever.